the mobile phone this person is using, the camera he is speaking in front of, the mic he is using to speak, the shirt he is wearing, probably even the inner wear he is wearing right now, would be coming from a corporate, would be manufactured by a corporate and sold to him. And he doesn't have any problem with that. He's happily consuming all those products. But he have a problem with corporates when it comes to B12 supplements. Why? Because if you don't use mobile phones, if you don't use camera, mic, or even clothes to fight corporates, the one who is going to suffer is you. Because these products are ultimately necessary for us to live a happy life, right? But when it comes to B12 supplements, if you don't use that, the one who is going to suffer is an animal. Because instead of B12 supplements, you will be consuming an animal to get vitamin B12, right? So here the victim is different, and that's why your morality, your stance changed. This is what speciesism is. Do any of these corporates actually enslave any of you? Rape you continuously? Do they separate your children from you? Do they slaughter your children? Do they mutilate you? Do they loot your body products? No, they don't do that. They don't do that. But you have a problem with them. But you don't have a problem with an industry that does all these things to just a different group of animals. And further, this guy actually calls the relationship between humans and these enslaved group of domesticated animals, farmed animals, as mutualistic relationship. So by your logic, a relationship between a rapist and a rape victim can also be called mutualistic. A rapist gets pleasure and the rape victim gets impregnated, right? You are able to sustain your species. So I don't want to go deep into all these things because I know very well that these people doesn't actually mean all these things. They don't have any confusion regarding any of the points that we animal liberation activists raise. Neither do they have any confusion regarding health issues that veganism is going to cause, right? The only problem they have is that they are basically bigots. They are speciesists. They don't care about the suffering of other species of animals. That is the basic problem. You can see this comment. The person is just saying that it is legal today to use animals as objects. And there is, from this comment you can clearly understand that there is no point behind trying to convince him, because he basically doesn't care. And the main problem is that the system allows and nurtures these kinds of bigots. The system allows and nurtures these kinds of tortures. And what you have to fight is this system. When I just scrolled through the comments, I noticed that almost 90% of the people in the comment section, at least, they are desperately trying to prove Paari saalan as right, or they are desperately trying to create an illusion that Paari saalan has won the debate. And in between those comments, I found this golden comment. This person actually suggests to do a debate with a psychopath who tortures human beings and upload that video in dark web. So you can see that most of the people there would try to justify the psychopath. They'll try to prove the psychopath as the winner of the debate. Why? Because that psychopath is the one who represents 90% of the people in that dark web. Just in the same way, while you are uploading a debate regarding animal liberation in social media, almost 90% of the people who are using social media are psychopaths in case of animals. And Paari saalan is the one who represents them. And Paari saalan is the one who represents their bigotry, their cruelty. So obviously they'll try to find some point in his speech and to portray him as the winner of the debate. There is nothing to wonder. So what I want you to realize from this debate is that finally, when it comes to the core, obviously debates are not useless because you can at least disprove some misconceptions that exist in the society. But finally, when it comes to the core reason behind why non-vegans are apathetic towards animals, the reason is that they are just bigots. They don't care about animals. So if you had to fight that, you'll actually have to fight them rather than doing the debates, rather than trying to convince them or trying to disprove them. We had to fight for animals in the same way as for any other victim groups in history. Fights have happened in this world. For example, for Dalits, for women, for transgenders, for blacks. So how people had fought racism, casteism or sexism. I don't know whether debate have ever been a strategy for any social justice movement in history, but obviously it's a plus point for us because today we have a democratic society where we have the rights to do debates and disprove some like misconceptions in the society, but it's not enough at all. We have to fight the system. We have to pressurize the government like how people have did in history. We have to organize protests. We have to come up with new ideas to pressurize the government, to pressurize the society, to fight speciesism, to fight the system. Because this system is the one which nurtures speciesism and all these bigots too.